This is Indomie Special Chicken flavor noodles. Okay, so Indomie is one of the biggest noodle brands in the world, a famous Indonesian company. Everyone will have had their mee goreng flavor noodles at this stage, but I've never had this special chicken flavor, and this caught my eye. In typical Indomie style, it only cost 49p, quite a small packet like all of them are, so good for a snack, good for a hangover, good for students because of the price. And it only takes 3 minutes to cook. 350 calories, it tells you on the front. And I can see some pictures of onions and spring onion and chicken on the front. So this looks good so far. Okay, in terms of the ingredients on the back, seasoning powder contains salt, sugar, flavor enhancers, yeast extract, onion powder, garlic powder, ginger powder, pepper powder, seasoning oil. So I'm guessing the chicken comes from those flavor enhancers. Yeah, fairly standard stuff. In terms of the cooking instructions, place noodles in briskly boiling water, 400 mils, and simmer for 3 minutes. Mix all seasoning sachets according to taste in a bowl while noodles are being cooked. Add noodles to the seasonings and mix well. Okay, I think I can do that. Let's have a look at what's inside. Okay. Oh. Right. So we have 2 little seasoning packets. So this oil then is the one that contains refined palm oil, onion. Yeah, okay. So it's got onion in there. Looks good. I like to mix this up a little bit. You can see what sort of color it's going to turn. That looks good. Okay, let's open these up. And like all of these Indomie noodles, the chili comes in a separate section, so you can add it to taste. I'll leave the chili for now, and I will just put it in when I'm cooking it. Whoa, smell. Smells of onion. Intense onion so far. And then in terms of this seasoning oil, whoa. Very oniony. Oh yeah, loads of chicken on the powder. Pepper when you lift it to the nose. Yeah, okay. So this would be something akin to onion oil, something akin to a chicken stock cube with half a ton of black pepper, and yeah, classic Indomie noodles, very, very thin noodles, won't take long to cook at all. But yeah, I think I have everything I need to cook this up. I'm excited, let's give it a go. I may as well open this chili seasoning on camera so you can see what it looks like when I add it in. Whoa, bright orange. I guess as you would expect. Yeah, it's looking good. I always make these, when doing a review, make them to the recipe and I put everything in. No half measures here. Yeah, smells of chili. Delicious. Okay, let's cook it up. Okay, that looks beautiful. Smells beautiful. I need to tell you about some confusion here on the packaging. So I can't wait to get stuck into those, but when I was cooking this, I realized the instructions say, mix all seasoning sachets in a bowl while noodles are being cooked. Add noodles to the seasonings, mix well. But that differs from what's on the pictures. So the pictures say, show to add the seasonings into the pot with the noodles and the water. So I think because this is a soupy noodle on the front, this is meant to be a soupy noodle. And I think they maybe just mistranslated the instructions and copied and pasted from the mee goreng one or something like that. But I'm not complaining because this looks great. Just looks like a classic chicken noodle soup. The smell differs though. Let me smell. Yeah. So it smells like chicken noodle soup, but it's definitely got something that reminds me of Indomie. There's something about the flavor, and I'm definitely getting a lot of black pepper. Or pepper, generally. Yeah, very intense chicken smell. It's like really intense chicken stock. It looks very appetizing. I think when a chicken noodle soup looks sort of slightly yellow like that, it's always really appealing. You can see the little chili flakes as well, just floating in it. Little bits of oil on the surface as well, make it look really, really appetizing. Just going to try the broth. Mmm. I'm starting to get the heat now through, but really intense chicken flavor. Like, it's like 50 chicken stock cubes in this. Mmm. Wow. Yeah, very salty. Very, very chickeny. Not really tasting pepper, but I'm definitely tasting a bit of heat from the chili. Yeah, I think I'm really, really excited to try the noodles because that broth exceeded my expectations, definitely. So in terms of the noodles, right, I think they look okay. These are quite thin noodles. I only cooked them for 3 minutes, so they should be okay. Let's give it a taste. Got a lot more pepper and onion when eating the noodles. The texture of the noodles is okay. It's not really as chewy as I like, but it's not bad. They're not falling apart. I think the instructions are probably right for these noodles in terms of cooking it for 3 minutes. I think there's a bit of you get what you pay for with noodles. This was 49p, so I can't really complain really at all about the noodles for that price. I think I would probably prefer one of the thicker, higher quality noodles, but for 49p, it's doing the job. Yeah, there's something, I think this is going to get saltier as we get to the bottom of the broth. Yeah, this is one of those things with bowls like these. If it's too steep a bowl, all the chili and the salt, if it's not mixed really, really well, goes to the bottom. So I just choked on chili there at the bottom. But the flavor is great. It sort of intensifies towards the end because of it. Yeah, it was only at the end there that I regretted putting the whole packet of chili in it. And I think it just comes down to the shape of this bowl. I think if it had been mixed a bit better, it probably would have been okay. But I'm really, really feeling the heat at the end of that. Okay. I was quite impressed with that. I think that overall exceeded my expectations. I think I was kind of just expecting normal, boring chicken soup, chicken noodle soup, but there was something a bit special about that. I think I could really imagine myself if I was faced with this or other options when I'm hungover or I'm tired. I could really see myself going for that. Maybe wouldn't put the full packet of chili in next time because I am choking. But yeah, but I think that's really satisfying bowl of noodles. I think chicken soup, chicken stock, chicken noodles, you're always going to get a really satisfying flavour. And with Indomie, you can't really go wrong for the price. 49p. Yeah, it's not going to be a premium noodle. It's not a massive packet, you know. I might get hungry again soon, but I think if I was hungover or I was a student, this would be great, I think. I think when it comes to rating this though, I have to think about how often I would realistically have this. You know, to me, every few months I could see myself getting this, now that I know what it tastes like. I think, is there anything special about this special chicken noodle is what comes to mind. If a Chapaghetti, which got 4 stars, that's special. That's really, really special. And you would keep coming back to it. You would crave it. You would think about it. Is this special chicken special enough compared to other chicken noodle soup? And I think it's comparable. I wouldn't say it was really, really special. So this is sort of putting me in the 3s range in terms of the rating. But as far as chicken noodle soup goes, I think this could be one of the best I've ever had. It's very, very good. And I would definitely be getting it again. Yeah. I won't put the chili packet all the way in next time, maybe half, because I'm sweating. But for me, this is 3 out of 5.